Dear students, today we are going to solve the paper May-June 2024 variant 1-1 and today we will discuss from question number 1 to question number 20. Now question number 1, the diagram shows some of the structures in a plant cell which labeled parts show a sap vacuole, a nucleus and a chloroplast. So sap vacuole, nucleus and a chloroplast, and this is a plant cell. So you can say in the center X will is sap vacuole and Y is a chloroplast and Z is nucleus. And you can see that it is on one side at single large sap vacuole is in the center. So sap vacuole is X, nucleus is Z and chloroplast is Y. So the answer is B. Very simple. Now question number 2. And question number 2 is a new organism is discovered. It contains DNA in a cellular structure. To which group of organisms could it belong and to which group could it not belong? It has a cellular structure. DNA is there and cellular structure. Keep in mind. So cellular structures are of bacteria. Bacteria has a cellular structure. Bacteria has a cellular structure. Fungi are also the eukaryotic cells. So whereas the viruses, they don't have the cellular structure. So in this way, I would like to say the answer can be the B. Because it has cellular structure with DNA, so it can be a bacteria, just like the bacteria, or could belong to bacteria. And virus don't have the cellular structure, so it could not belong to the virus. So the answer is B. Question number 3, which animal cells and plant cells are placed in distilled water? The animal cells burst, but the plant cells do not. Which statement explains this difference? So the animal cells and the plant cells are placed in distilled water. The animal cells burst and the plant cell do not, as the plant cell has cell wall due to which it will not burst, whereas the animal cell don't have the cell wall, so it will burst. So which statement explains the difference? Animals do not contain starch grains, so there is no osmosis. No relation with this. Only plant cells have a permanent vacuole which stores water. Plant cells have a stronger cell membrane than animal cells, which is also wrong. The cell wall of plant cell resists turgor pressure. So the D is the correct answer. So the cell will not burst due to the presence of cell wall. Now it's question number 4. And in question number 4, the diagram shows the concentration of magnesium ions in a root hair cell of a healthy plant, and in the soil water surrounding the root hair cell, the plant continuously using up magnesium ions. You can see in the picture, the soil particles are around the root hair cells and concentration of magnesium ions is 5 mmol per cubic decimeter. And the concentration of magnesium ions is 3. So in this way, for the plant to remain healthy, how will the magnesium ions move? So, outside there is the concentration is less concentration as comparison to the concentration inside the root hair cell. So definitely the movement of molecules and ions from the lower concentration towards the higher concentration or against the concentration gradient by using energy. So in this case, the answer can be the A, because only this is the answer when these magnesium ions will move into the cell by the process of active transport. So as you know, there is concentration difference, that is outside less concentration of magnesium ions as comparison to the root hair cells, so diffusion will not take place. Out of the cells by active transport, it means the concentration is outside less. So the movement is from lower to high, not from high to low. So C is not correct. Out of the cells by diffusion, again, diffusion takes place when there is a big concentration difference. So here they have to move from the higher concentration to lower. Then in that case, it will be diffusion. But we know that active transport takes place when the ions move from one place to the other. Now, question number 5. And you can see in question number 5, they have shown us the different food molecules, the shapes of different food molecules, the amino acids, circular, pentagonal, glucose is triangle, and glycerol in the form of a cube or square. Large food molecules are made from smaller food molecules, which diagram represent part of a glycogen molecule. So the glycogen is formed when the glucose molecules are stored. So many glucose molecules, they will join together to make glycogen. So amino acid is not involved into it. No fatty acid is involved into it. No glycerol is involved into it. So only the glucose molecules, they will join together to make glycogen. Glucose will change into glycogen. So glucose is micromolecule or smaller molecules, and glycogen is the macromolecule. So in this case, the B is the answer. A, C, and D are not the correct answers. So it was question number 5. Now I will move towards the question number 6. So you can see on screen the question number 6. Enzymes are biological catalysts which speed up a chemical reaction. So which type of molecules can be an enzyme? Carbohydrates? No. Fats? No. Nucleotides? No. Protein? Yes. All enzymes are made up of protein. All enzymes are made up of protein. So D is the correct answer. So the carbohydrates, fats, and nucleotides, they are not the correct answer. Only the D is the correct answer in this case, because all enzymes are made up of protein. Now, question number 7, sorry. The graph shows factors affecting the rate of photosynthesis. Uh, 3 graphs are shown into the diagram. Rate of photosynthesis, light intensity, carbon dioxide concentration, and temperature. So 3 parameters will limit the process of photosynthesis. So the rate of photosynthesis when light intensity is there, the graph will start from 1, 2, so it will become steady after some time. And in carbon dioxide concentration, the same graph will be represented as in light intensity, and in temperature, there will be it will be uh, maximum at 5, and then it will be in the downward direction or fall down. So in this way, at which points on the graph could the rate of photosynthesis be limited by light intensity? So the points we have to discuss, the points at which points the light intensity. Due to light intensity, the rate of photosynthesis, okay, is limited. So in this way, you can see at point 1, the process due to light intensity, it will start 4, and then you can see 4, and then there will be the point which where it will be maximum. You can say it shows the optimum temperature. So due to light intensity is increasing, the rate of photosynthesis will increase. So when there is increase in the concentration, so at that time, the rate of photosynthesis will be at this point. So when there is temperature, so at optimum temperature, the rate of photosynthesis will be at 5. So in this way, we can say that these 3 points at 3 points on the graph put the rate of photosynthesis, they will limit the rate of photosynthesis due to light intensity. So the answer is B. A, C, and D are not the correct answers. Now, question number 8. In question number 8, they have shown us a section through a leaf. You can see the 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 labels are there, which are the functions of the parts labeled. First of all, the first part is the palisade mesophyll. Palisade mesophyll. And second part is xylem. And third is phloem. And fourth is intercellular spaces. So what is the function of palisade mesophylls? The function of palisade mesophyll is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, and the function of xylem is transport water. Transport water. And then the function of phloem is transport sucrose. And then the function of intercellular spaces is they increase the gaseous exchange. So they increase the gas. According to this, the answer is D. A, B, C are the wrong answers. Only the D is the correct answer according to these labelings. Now question number 9. Which pathway is taken by water and mineralize through a plant? Which pathway is taken by water and mineralize through our plants? So first of all, the water is absorbed by the root hair cells, and from root hair cells, the cortex, and then from cortex to the xylem, and xylem to mesophyll cells, where the process of photosynthesis takes place in the mesophyll tissues. So according to this information, the root hair cells to mesophyll cell. No, this is not the correct sequence. Root hair cells to cortex cells to phloem. Phloem will not conduct the water. So the wrong option. Root hair cells to mesophyll cells to phloem, again phloem, and the sequence is also the wrong. So root hair cells, cortex cells, xylem to mesophyll cells. So this is the correct route which will be taken by the water and mineralized through a plant when the process of photosynthesis is taking place. So D is the correct answer. Question number 10. And question number 10 here, I would like to discuss. A student investigated the rate of transpiration in a green plant. The plant was growing in soil in a pot. So this is the plant shown in the diagram. The student watered the plant and then put a plastic bag around the pot. So plastic bag is there, plant is there in the pot, and around the pot, leaving the leaves of the plant outside the bag. So leaves are outside the bag. She measured the mass of the plant in the pot at the start and repeated this every 2 hours for 6 hours. Every 2 hours for 6 hours. So the results of the investigation are shown. Time of the day, 9 o'clock, it was 1276. At 11 o'clock, it was 1270. At 13 or 1 o'clock, it was 1258. At 15th hour, it is 1252. So the mass of the pot and plant is decreasing as the time is going on. So at the start of the experiment, it was 1276, and at the end, it was 1252. So when we minus the 1276 from the, so the answer is 24. So 24 is for about 6 hours. So this is the decrease in mass for about 6 hours. And we have to find out the answer. What is the mean rate of transpiration over the 6-hour periods? So we will divide 24 by the 6. So the answer will be 4 gram per hour. So the answer, we have to give the answer in according to 1 hour. So we will divide 24, which is for about 6 hours. Decrease in mass for about 6 hours is 24. So gram per. So we will divide it with 6 time. So the answer will be 4 gram per hour. So answer is D. Now question number 11. Here you can see the diagram shows the what happens to amino acids in part of the human body. Ileum, bloodstream, and body cell, not the skin. What describes process P and Q? P. And here you can see this is the part which shows the P, and this is the part which shows the Q. And here you can say the amino acids. So amino acids means the food is digested and then it is absorbed in the form of amino acid, absorbed in the form of amino acid. So in here, in this case, the answer will be NQ. In the body cells, amino acids are joining together to make protein molecule, to make protein molecule. So in this way, I would like to say that the answer of this question number 11 is A. So here there is absorption. Digested food is absorbed in the form of amino acids, and then amino acids are changing into protein. So it means the process of assimilation. So answer A is the correct answer. And you can see in P, in option B, absorption is there. This is the correct, but Q, digestion. No, amino acids are changing into proteins. So this is wrong option. Digestion and absorption, no, absorption is always in the form of smaller molecules, digestion and assimilation. So only A is the correct option. That is at P, the food is absorption of the food takes place, and at Q, the there is the formation of proteins with amino acids. Now, question number 12. A dish is filled with agar jelly containing starch. Four holes are cut in the jelly, and each hole is filled as shown in the diagram. After 30 minutes, which hole will be surrounded by the largest area without starch? At A, hole A, only amylase is there. At B, amylase and hydrochloric acid is there. Gastric protease solution and gastric protease solution and hydrochloric acid. Gastric protease. Protease helps to digest the proteins. So D, C option is wrong option. And in D, gastric protease solution and hydrochloric acid, again the wrong option. In A and B, amylase is there. So, but in A is the correct option. Only enzyme is there, which will you can say largest area will be without starch, because amylase will break down the starch. Okay, but at B, the wrong option, because they have added the hydrochloric acid into it. So hydrochloric acid will change the pH, and amylase work best in the neutral conditions. So addition of hydrochloric acid, the pH will be changed. So B is not the correct option. Only A is the correct option, in which the amylase will break down the starch. So the largest area will be without starch. Now question number 13. Question number 13 is, a healthy person eats a meal containing carbohydrates. 2 hours later, which student will contain a liquid with an increased concentration of glucose? Person eats a meal containing carbohydrates. After 2 hours, which structure will contain a liquid with an increased concentration of glucose? So the carbohydrates will break down into glucose. So colon, no, because in ileum the absorption will take place. Digestion and absorption will be completed in the small intestine. So in the hepatic portal vein, it can be the correct option. Renal artery, which, no, this is not correct option, as renal artery will take the deoxygenated blood towards the lungs, and ureter, it takes out the urine from the kidneys towards the urinary bladder. So only hepatic portal vein is there. When food is absorbed into the small intestine, then that absorbed food is taken towards the liver by this hepatic portal vein. So B is the correct option. Which cells in the gas exchange system produce mucus? Ciliated cells? No. Goblet cells? Yes. Lymphocyte cells? No, they are the white blood cells. So the red blood cells, they have different functions. So only the goblet cells are there in the gas exchange system, which produces the mucin. So mucin uh, and mucus, they are part of the goblet cells, which are produced from the goblet cells. So in this way, they are used to capture the dust particles and microorganisms from the respiratory tract. The question number 15, which equation represents anaerobic respiration in humans? Glucose plus carbon dioxide. No, wrong equation. Glucose alcohol plus carbon dioxide. No, it takes place in the yeast, and glucose is changed into lactic acid. This is the correct option. Glucose is changed into lactic acid and carbon dioxide. No. So only C is the correct option. As a result of anaerobic respiration in the muscles, lactic acid is produced. So C is the correct option. Next, 16, the heart act as a pump pushing blood through the circulatory system. The arrows on the diagram of the heart indicate the direction in which blood flows, at which point is the pressure of the blood the greatest. Blood is coming through vena cava, enters into the right atrium, and into the left atrium. The blood is coming from the lungs through pulmonary vein, and blood is oxygenated. Right atrium and right ventricle, they have the blood vena cava, through vena cava from body. So it will be deoxygenated blood. So this oxygenated blood has to send towards the lungs, and this arrow shows that blood is going towards the body through aorta. So the answer is C. Pressure of the blood, it will be greatest at point C, because from point C the blood is going towards the body to aorta, because the blood has to cover a long distance, or it has to distribute to all parts of the body. Oxygenated blood has to distribute to all parts of the body. So the pressure will be high at this point, because in this way the distribution will be very easy. So answer is C. Now question number 17. A person's cuts and grazes do not heal and their blood does not clot easily. Clotting is not taking place. What may be the cause of these symptoms? A higher than normal level of fibrinogen in the blood. Higher level? No. In case there will be the clotting. A higher than normal level of red blood cells. Blood cells will only provide the blood, so flow will be high in that case. A lower than normal level of platelets in the blood, so it can be a correct option. A lower than normal level of iron in the blood, so C is the correct option, because the function of platelets is to clot the blood. So if they are lower than the normal level, so the healing process will be delayed. Question number 18. How is the malarial parasite transmitted to the humans? By close contact with the person infected with malaria? No, but this is not contagious. By drinking water infested with parasites? No. By eating food contaminated with mosquito saliva? No. By mosquito saliva entering the bloodstream. In case if a mosquito bites a person, then the mosquito will transfer its saliva into the bloodstream of the healthy person, which will have plasmodiums inside. So it will cause the malaria to the person who has this mosquito saliva in the bloodstream. So D is the correct option in this case. Now question number 19. We are towards the question number 19. Some fatal diseases are associated with smoking tobacco. In 1990, the government of a country began a campaign to persuade people to stop smoking. The graph shows the number of people dying from smoking related disease in the years after 1990. So in the number of people dying from smoking related diseases continued to fall at the same rate In which year would there will be no deaths caused by smoking? So here we have to draw, we have to complete this. So we have to complete in this way. So it will go little bit change in the position due to some reason. So I will draw it again in this way. Sorry, it will end at 2030. We draw this line, then it will end at 2030. So the answer is C. Question number 20. Which disease can be treated effectively with antibiotics? The diseases are HIV, human immune virus, malaria, and cholera. HIV is viral infection. Malaria is treated with the help of antimalarial medicines, whereas cholera, it is a bacterial disease. So only the answer is D, because cholera will be treated with antibiotics. So students, it is all about from question number 1 and 20. Please like, share and subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching. In the next video, we will discuss the from question number 21 to question number 40. Thanks for watching.